Hello there and welcome back to Friend Donkey Plays Smackdown Universe Mode.
What is up?
Tell you what's up, Jose. I'll tell you what's not up. Our truth.
Yeah,
Tell you what.
lost to Chad Gable last week.
He did. But I'll tell you what is up, though. Final week of qualifying matches ahead of the Elimination Chamber, as you can see there.
We will know who will be facing who at the Elimination Chamber.
Rounding out the field, though, in your first match of this evening, but penultimate qualifying match, a double debut from Monday Night Raw.
The second half of the Giant Women Tag Team, Raquel Rodriguez.
Taking on Liv Morgan.
Yeah.
The big, strong girlfriend.
Ooh.
Another little tidbit for you there. I'm pretty sure she's dating Tyler Bate.
If she's not, she is now.
She is now, because he's the big, strong boy.
Who wouldn't want to date the big, strong boy? Now
Rodriguez, though, like I said, one of the Giant Women, another powerhouse, and she's going to need to be a powerhouse if she's heading into that Elimination Chamber with Bianca Belair.
Yes, after we saw what Belair did last week, retaining her Liberty title against a very game Rhea Ripley.
Against another powerhouse in Rhea Ripley. She just can't be stopped.
It's incredible, to say the least, in the women's division at the moment. The level of talent is just on a whole nother level.
Speaking of talent, Liv Morgan.
Very talented.
Very talented. Even the model will do well. Making her SmackDown debut here. No idea who the money's on for this one, but we're guaranteed at least one new star inside the chamber.
Yeah. Well, you got to think, if Raquel Rodriguez gets in there, her former tag mate in Doudrop is already a member of the chamber. Could there be an alliance form, in which case Belair might want to watch out?
I mean, she spends all of her time watching out at the minute with both belts around her waist.
Yeah, she's got a target on the front and back.
She's got her head in a swivel.
Let's see what these two newcomers can do.
A big suplex straight into a pin count. Imagine 1, 2, 3. Well, job done.
What a match. Talk about a squash. Liv Morgan. And who's your money on for this one? I know we've not seen much of them.
Oh, we haven't seen any of them. You know, they've been stuck over on Raw. Raquel Rodriguez has a bit of history on this channel from GM mode, so we do have some bias in that regard.
That's true.
But don't discount Liv Morgan. She could be a difference maker and could present a different dynamic inside the chamber. But whether she can get past Raquel Rodriguez is another question altogether.
Yes, she's got to use her speed, I think, in order to take this match.
Yeah, the quick strikes.
Yeah, she's not going to out-muscle Raquel Rodriguez.
What we've seen so far, muscle seems to be the way to go to get yourself into the chamber. We've got Paddy in there, we've got Bianca in there, we've got Doudrop in there.
Well, Bianca was already in there on account of she's the one
I know, but
belt,
muscle.
But she is a powerhouse.
Yeah, even on the men's side, Chad, deceptive powerhouse.
That's very true. Obviously, Omos.
Yeah. Even Dana Brooke in some respects, but Dakota Kai is in there as well, not known for her power, so...
No, surprise upset over Bayley a couple of weeks ago.
But Morgan taking the fight to the outside.
Will not be able to do that in the chamber. He will be locked inside.
Yep. There will be a bit of wiggle room in the Elimination Chamber to move around a bit and do stuff.
That's true. It is a structure like no other.
It's a big old beast.
There's Raquel now.
Morgan with the speed. Has clearly been having words with Dana Brooke.
Yes.
Get back to Raw! The Liver-Rooney.
Liver-Rooney.
That just sounds like a really big Liverpool FC fan. Liver-Rooney!
Not a lot we can say about these two as we haven't seen them compete yet. But
Well,
they're
this is
putting
their
on quite a
opportunity to impress. I mean,
quite a good
Rodriguez
display so far.
coming out the gate swinging, but Morgan's having to use all the tools at her disposal.
Yeah, she's going to have to do a lot to stay in this one, as you've got to imagine that the power of Raquel is enough to see her through a lot of matches.
Well, she's scrappy as Liv Morgan. She's already taken Raquel to the outside and worn her down. I think the longer this match goes, the more it favours Liv Morgan.
Could be right there. We see Raquel starting to slow.
Looking for the pin attempt.
Not enough.
Slow from the ref there. Strike back down to the mat.
There. Liv now with a
Double knees to the face.
Raquel straight back up though.
Stunned.
Insecurity.
Brought down to the mat. As Morgan just unceremoniously kicking her out of frustration. So we forget that in real life these two have been women's tag champs together.
No.
Little tidbits, but the electric chair drop there from Raquel Rodriguez. Looking potentially for the big lariat.
Raquel possibly closing in on the win here, just tiring Liv out.
Gonna punch her ticket to the chamber, literally in this case, as she looks for the big slam.
Could be it. Deciding not to cover.
No, just looking at insult to injury. Strong debut from Rodriguez. Perhaps Liv Morgan coming up a bit short on this occasion.
Is that a mistake not going for the cover earlier? Oof. Hits the elbow. Picking her up, still not looking for that cover.
Looking for the Tejana bomb. There it is.
Huge power slam. And that is all she wrote. Raquel Rodriguez will join her partner Doudrop in the Elimination Chamber.
And for some reason I've written down Gonzalez here. I think that's her name now. They've just changed it. They keep going from Gonzalez to Rodriguez, you know.
I don't think the great Gonzalez should be in that match.
No, she's Speedy Gonzalez.
Racism.
There's the episode title. Racism.
Keeping it simple.
Keep
Very
it simple, you know.
From, both women in their debut.
Yeah. So we're yet to see a lot more of Liv Morgan, but moving things on for the second to last men's qualifying match, the returning Kevin Owens.
Yes, we saw him return at the Rumble.
Yep, coming out of nowhere to put in a quite solid display, it must be said.
Yeah, unfortunately wasn't able to get the win, but he's back and he's back strong.
He's put the locker room on notice, knowing that he is back, and of all the people he could be facing, not only is he the Intercontinental Champion, he's Sami Zayn.
Yes, this was they all pulled. We did a lottery backstage, so this isn't set up. So you got to think that Kevin Owens is probably. I don't know if that would be good or bad for Kevin Owens in this situation, actually.
Well, if there's any two superstars in the entire WWE with a history, it's these two.
Yes, Sami Zayn with that new bit of gold. First time we're seeing him walk out with the gold.
And you got to think Kevin Owens will be a little bit upset. Well, not necessarily upset, but noticing that piece of gold which he wore for the last time before Cody unceremoniously took it from him in a backstage brawl.
The reason he was injured.
Yeah, is now around the waist of his arch nemesis, Sami Zayn.
Or best friend.
Or best friend, depending on, what day of the week it is.
Yeah.
Are they friends? Are they enemies? Who
Are they
knows?
lovers?
Are they lovers? And there's the episode title.
Can't have that many titles.
No, it's going to be enemies, question mark, friends, question mark, lovers?
Big couple of question marks. Two just run into each other there and
Big springboard
Springboard
DDT, showing that he has not lost a step.
Kevin, yeah, he's demonstrating some real readiness. No ring rust on him.
Some real fighting spirit. That must be said that the usual rules of engagement have been kind of parked to one side in the run-up to the Elimination Chamber. So even if Kevin Owens were to pin Sami Zayn here, it doesn't automatically grant him a shot at the IC title, as this is more so about the Elimination Chamber itself.
Yeah.
But it can't hurt his chances.
But you got to think a win for Sami Zayn here, and if he was to win at the Chamber, he could end up as a double champion.
We do like a double champion.
Yeah. It'd be Sammy and Belair standing at the top of the mountain.
The power couple.
Yeah. The power couple no one asked for, but everyone wanted.
The power couple people are asking for at the minute are Chad and Dana, both of whom are in their respective Elimination Chamber matches at the moment. So there's a chance.
It's always a chance.
I say at the moment like they're going to be taken out. They're not going to be taken out. They're in there. As Sammy locks on the Koji clutch, they're going to wear Kevin Owens down.
Yeah, he hasn't done enough to put him away yet, but definitely going to tire him out.
But Kevin with all the energy, having taken a couple of months to rest up.
Yeah, and we've not seen much from Sammy since he took the title off of Randy Orton, no less.
Very true. That IC title has done the rounds this season.
Yeah, bouncing from Paddy to Kevin to Cody to Randy to Sami Zayn.
Who knows where it will land up next? Could find its way onto the waist of a translucent child.
It might do. He's always there, lurking in the...
I want you to go
wherever he likes. You can't see him. He's see-through.
Yep. It could well very find its way onto Asuka.
She's now sadly gone to Raw in that trade.
That's not going to stop her.
She's busy sniffing around the women's tag championships.
Yeah, she doesn't even have a tag partner.
No.
Kevin looking for the pin.
Kevin with the near fall there.
She'll just do handicap matches. Any championship matches, she'll do it.
Yeah.
She's like your buddy G from People Just Do Nothing. She said, I'll do anything. I'm like one of those guys that you know. Hook of the leg from Sami Zayn here. That's nearly it.
Near fall from Sammy. Back and forth contest here.
Well, as we've alluded to, these two do have a history. They know each other so well.
That's got to make it harder to get the win.
To spot an opening.
So Sami laying Kevin down. Kevin needs this more, I feel. He's got to build his momentum since coming back from injury. A loss here could really stunt his flow.
Yeah. But likewise, Sami Zayn, we haven't seen much of him since winning the IC title, as he thought about the Haluba kick, but Kevin, of course, had it scouted with a pop-up power bomb. Rolls through.
Oh, Sammy with the shoulder.
None of it.
What a exchange there.
As the crowd chant, fight forever. It seems these two always fight forever with a super kick.
Super kick. Not seen enough of those in recent weeks.
Kevin thinking about a stunner. Sammy counters with a DDT. Crowd getting their money's worth this evening.
How used to each other they are.
But also how aggressive they are. Sammy busting Kevin Owens open.
Things are getting a bit out of hand.
Ref there to count it though. As the big springboard DDT busts Sammy open. These two are going hell for leather.
Save something for the chamber, boys. Save something for the chamber.
Only one of these men can make it to the chamber, but they're showing what it's worth as Kevin Owens hits the springboard dropkick.
But at this rate, one of them may be wheeled to the chamber in a chair.
Just sat in his pod.
Up in the pod.
Just the door slides open, he just falls out.
Someone just quickly pins him. And that's what happens when you put a man in a coma in a chamber match. Fighting on the outside now. These two really going at it.
Sammy with the reversal and big kick to the back of the head.
Anyone's match right now.
You gotta think that little bit of gold in this match just adds that extra spark between these two, knowing that it's there.
Yes, yeah. A former IC champion facing the current IC champion is who? It's almost a who is the better?
Kevin with it scouted though.
Oh.
Up to an 8 count. Will Kevin Owens accept a victory by a count out? No, he will not. He wants to get it done legit.
Yep. It doesn't mean as much if it's not legit.
We've only seen one count out victory all season, and it was from the Chad Gable.
Oh, Ilya. Was that against Ilya Dragunov?
I think it was, yeah.
And we saw how well that went for Dragunov.
Still yet to be heard from, after
Yes,
having been demolished.
He may have had to be put in witness protection. For fear of Gunther.
I heard he went to NXT.
Yeah.
I mean, he's the only one there.
It's safe there.
Yeah, he's just there surrounded by all the championships. Hang on, who's this coming in? Asuka.
Well, that's Ilya done.
Just Asuka turns up on Smackdown with all the NXT gold.
Yeah.
Just, I'm back, bitches! Potential super kick there from Kevin Owens, but Sammy with it scouted. This is a war.
Yep. This is, yeah, I think this is putting all the men on notice as well. You go into the Elimination Chamber with either of these two, you know they're going to fight you for it. Tooth and nail.
Fight Owens, fight Dory of the WWE with the exploder suplex there from Sami Zayn, looking for the pinfall, dead to rights.
Is this enough?
Kick out from Owens. Hell of a match here on SmackDown. As Kevin Owens connects with the second rope DDT.
Waiting for him to get back up.
Pop-up powerbomb to Sami Zayn. Rolling through.
Kick out again. Kevin does it finally.
That's all she wrote. With a strong return from Dory.
Battle. An absolute battle.
A well-earned victory, it must be said.
Yep. That could have gone either way, and it's nice to see Kevin making moves once again.
Kevin.
Admirable in defeat, though, it must be said, Sami Zayn. Yes, he's the IC champion. Yes, he probably needed a win on his side, but it's not like it was a squash.
No.
He took Kevin
Can't
Owens.
take anything away from Sammy there.
He took him to the limit.
Both men showing the effects of that match.
Yep, showing what it means to them to get into that chamber for a shot at gold.
World gold.
Speaking of which, rounding out the women, we have Rhea Ripley, who was unsuccessful in her Liberty Championship conquest last week. Will be taking on Tiffy Stratz.
For a chance at the big gold.
And she will be advancing to the Elimination Chamber.
Asuka.
She really is. Like, clearly she's not done with Belair, and she wants the world gold.
I think at this stage it's not about the belts, it's just about Belair.
It really is. Just who can take her down. But speaking of taking things down, main event this evening will be the legend killer himself, Randy Orton.
You say main event, Sammy versus Kevin was...
Big shoes to fill, but this is for the final spot in the men's elimination chamber.
All to play for now.
Who will join AJ Styles, Paddy Omos, the Chad Gable, the one Shinsuke Nakamura, and Kevin Owens
It's,
Will it be Randy Orton?
it could well be. He's had a up and down year. Obviously, Money in the Bank winner. Sadly, didn't get the cash in. He then went on to win the IC champion, but lost to the man that we've just seen.
I mean, hardly surprising he lost to the man we've just seen. But how will he fare against the Ring General?
Yes.
He's been quiet since we last saw him, losing his belt to Drew McIntyre.
Yep, not really done much. He wasn't around at the Rumble.
But we've seen this from Gunther before. He loses his belt, takes a bit of time to recuperate. Imperium hold the fort down.
He comes back stronger.
I mean, they have run roughshod and continue to run roughshod over Smackdown, coming out in strong fashion against Randy Orton here. Could this be a mind game from the Ring General?
I mean, if you're going to play mind games, playing with Randy Orton might not be the best option.
He hears voices.
Yeah, he's already 4 sheets to the wind.
But flanked by the tag team champions.
Looking to put the gold back in their cabinet, as it were.
Very true.
Randy's got to keep his head on a swivel here. The Imperium at ringside is definitely going to be no joke.
I believe this is a fresh matchup on SmackDown. We haven't seen these two go one-on-one in action before.
No, we haven't.
So this will be a trial by fire for both men, really.
Gunther looking to start out strong.
Immediately going for the pinfall, looking to get job done early.
2 count already.
Does Randy have what it takes to step up with the Ring General?
Gunther, we've seen this from Gunther before. He comes out and he imposes his will. And if you're a lesser or less experienced, unlike Randy, you need to take it all. Randy gets that space, creates that breathing room.
He slows the pace down to what he wants to work, and then he strikes out of nowhere.
Beautiful backbreaker there.
To a 5 count now already. As the ref stumbled, having Gunther thrown into him.
I mean, anyone would.
Just back it up. Fuck.
Having part of a brick wall thrown at your legs. And he's back in the ring now.
Strong strikes.
Dictate the pace.
Fall away slam there from Orton.
This is where Randy capitalises. If he can get control of the pace, if he can pick you apart piece by piece.
But I was just about to say, we've seen Gunther can just turn it round at a moment's notice. As soon as he thinks that you'll get some momentum, he'll just hit you, like punch you once, and then kick you and slam you and pin you.
Yes, yeah.
Speaking of slams, though, Orton.
It's definitely two different styles in the ring. Orton slow, methodical. Gunther all out and aggressive.
Yeah.
As
he can take the punishment.
Ring appears beneath Randy.
As he was arguing with Ludwig Kaiser on the outside. Distraction there.
Can't be getting distracted by the other members of Imperium.
Even if Gunther is busted open.
Gotta focus on Gunther at all times.
I think a bit of blood is nothing to Gunther. He will just pull the full Bruce Lee on you and just whoa!
If anything, it riles Gunther up, as we're seeing. Just dropping those knees and returning the favour.
Busting Randy open.
Randy dodges and comes back with a clothesline.
A lot of blood on SmackDown tonight, as again distracted by Kaiser. Is this the game plan? As Gunther locks it in close to the ropes, does Randy have the wherewithal to get the rope break?
It looks like the ref's trying to pull him apart.
Does a little bit, just like, get your shit out of there, fool.
Just sticking his finger in Randy's ear. Are you okay?
Wet willy, Mr. Orton. Gunther almost looking for the Austrian whip, but no, big chop and then down to the... It's a thing.
Yeah. There's Gunther now covering again, forcing Randy to answer these 3 counts.
We haven't really seen this side of Gunther, just like quick attacks and then straight into a pin, but he looks for the power bomb near the ropes though.
That's unusual from Gunther, usually very good ring awareness.
Well, he's taking it to the outside of the ring here.
Perhaps he's a bit too hasty in what he's trying to accomplish.
Another power bomb on the outside though would do the trick.
He's not his usual measured self. Perhaps rushing through things.
Orton's take 2 of those patented power bombs from Gunther now. That's gotta hurt as he gets up in the fireman's carry. Bounced off the
top
ropes.
rope. Gunther circling in now. Oh, stomping the knee.
Just dismantling. Come on, we got to think this is Randy Orton as well. He can strike at a moment's notice.
He's the Viper.
Rolls out of the way of Gunther's knee.
Chops the back of the head. The problem is Orton's game plan of methodically picking apart the wrestlers. Gunther can take a beating.
And when in doubt, he'll just kick the ropes.
Yep. Gunther is a incredibly versatile and resilient wrestler who can take a beating and keep on going.
We're probably going to have to see Randy go to that place as well. Potentially deploy the punt kick if he's going to have any chance of stepping up with Gunther.
Yeah, we've seen it before. Gunther is a hard force to stop.
You were going to say man. Surprised you can tell in those trunks.
Those trunks leave nothing to the imagination.
The full-on budgie smuggle as Gunther is stunned on the outside.
We're at a 7 count.
A rarity, it must be
back
said.
in the ring. 8 now.
Will Randy take this via count out?
I wouldn't put it past Randy.
Gunther back
the ref
in
can't
now.
count to 10, but
Oh yes, 9 guy.
9 guy.
Randy with the Luther's Prez there, bringing Gunther down to the mat.
Trying to open that wound more. Oh,
having none of it with the patented chops there.
Randy now.
Oh, as he was thinking about it, what is it with Randy Orton this series of not being able to?
He misses the RKO so much.
He missed it. That was his one and only opportunity. This could be it. As Gunther saw the RKO coming and locked on the submission.
Looking for the first tap out of the season.
Gunther has him there. He cannot get to the ropes. The ref is in the way. Wearing him down, just fighting out there from the Viper.
How much energy has he...
The referee is glitching.
How much energy has Randy exerted to fight out of that?
Looking for the pin on Gunther.
Gunther kicking out.
Of course, having none of it. I don't even know why I was holding my breath there for a moment. As Orton hits the RKO.
RKO. This could be it. Right,
but the ropes, the ring awareness from Gunther.
We said it before, Orton may need to go to that place.
Now, what must you be thinking if you're Kaiser and Vinci here? Are you worried? Are you comfortably confident that the ring general can get the job done?
We're seeing Orton take Gunther to the limit here.
Yeah, I think the last person to really do that with Gunther was Brock Lesnar.
Well, Brock almost squashed.
Kaiser just playing the mind games, coming up, making sure that he's supported.
I don't think we've seen anyone go the distance with Gunther as just like this.
Gunther just manhandling Randy Orton.
Could this be it?
With a new slam as Orton kicks out and glitches.
Yep. Well, you don't want to glitchy Randy.
No. The
That's when he's
glitchy
at his
Randy is
best.
when he wins. If his arm starts spinning uncontrollably,
You know it's over.
just turns into Hypnodisc.
Yes.
Suplex there from Gunter, and this is a fight.
These two men looked at the Sammy Kevin match and thought, we've got to go better. We're the main
Yeah.
event.
And they are owning it as Gunter is just imposing his will on Orton. But you got to
This is
think,
what the title means to these men.
and this is just a shot at the #1 contendership.
Yeah. Just to think what they're going to be doing to each other inside this
Randy
chamber.
getting the pin.
And Randy does it.
He pins the Ring General in front of
Imperium.
in front of a capacity crowd.
A
A
very
well-earned
hard-fought
victory. A really well-earned victory, and we are as speechless as you.
Yeah, it could have been over at any point in that match, and there it was.
We've seen the first chink in the armor of Imperium, and the man to break them. The legend killer, Randy
Randall
Orton,
Keith Orton.
advancing to the Elimination Chamber.
What a night.
Bloodied and bruised,
But not broken.
but not broken. Well, the Elimination Chamber, both of them have been set.
Yes.
Join us back here next week for the Go Home show, ahead of the chamber itself, where we'll be tying a few things off. But as it stands, we have 6 men, we have 6 women, and we have a world title match between Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre.
Yep, it has been made official. Drew signed the paper. He is now officially part of SmackDown and has the title rematch at Elimination Chamber.
Well, I look forward to see what happens there. We'll catch you next episode.
Bye.